As you can see, the roof rack is just about to be completed. So I think it's only right we celebrate the final screw being turned with a little bit of Van beer. And so it is my great pleasure to introduce the newly erected Highland roof rack, erected by mine own hand. And up the ladder of success we go. Got my little handy pod for this momentous occasion. And what we're gonna hang on. Last part of this puzzle that we need, because the second part of this conversation, oh wow, where did it go? Uh-oh. Well, we'll find it later. We're basically gonna discuss Van beer. Oh wow. So here's Van beer. We're back. And we're excited because we're at the very tail end of this journey. I want to say this odyssey that we've been on. And I appreciate you guys watching and those who will watch in future. I'm gonna post these to a couple of Facebook van life groups, and really excited for the opportunity to work with you guys. So the final screw to the roof rack is here, and just for argument's sake, let's pan over so you guys can see. Oh well, I can just hit reverse, and there we go. So that is the finished front of the roof rack. This side of the lip, if you can see right there, was really a whole lot shorter than that side. I was able to put it in the groove. Oh, look at the birds flying by. Isn't that lovely? We're gonna get to Van beer though. But yeah, so this side was a whole lot shorter, so you'll see a gap there, which you won't see a gap on the other sides. You'll probably see a gap on this side as well, because since that bay has a door, the access to the groove, the rain gutter, is deeper than these are. So this rain gutter over here on this side is more shallow than the rain gutter on the passenger side. And as you'll see here, we're finishing up this. As you can see from where we spaced it out, it does have a slant. Actually, the gutter goes downward, of course, so that the water will drain off. And so you'll notice that the front part of the gutter is closer to the actual roof than the rear is. We've got about a good, I want to say 4 inches of airspace here, which would be great for putting a solar panel directly up underneath. And so the very last screw that needs to be placed is this screw here. And how we're going to place that screw is we're going to remember this time to take the nut off and the lock, or whatever, the washer. We take the washer off and the nut's there. And so I'm going to turn around the camera and set it back up. Oh, there's somebody driving behind us. They're going to be remembered in van life. Oh, there they go. They're driving past. Hey, how's it going? They'll be eternally remembered in van life history, van lore. So hopefully you guys can... Nope, go away. There we go. Great. Okay. Hopefully you guys can catch all of what I'm laying down here as I'm screwing in this bolt, which you can. I love this little tripod. If any of you guys that are vanners and do YouTube shows, you know, this is a great thing, these little tripods, because it lets you get right up to what you're working on, so that you can videotape. You can video it. I'm gonna try to set that there. Excellent. That's exactly what I want to video there. So I'm gonna back. Let me just bring it. Oh. There we go. All right. What do we do? Back around. There we go. Okay. There's a slight breeze here, so bear with me. I will be right back. I gotta move the ladder up a little bit closer so I can focus on my work. And there we go. So, really excited about this. I mean, it was an idea. I worked, made the money, researched the roof rack, found the roof rack that I wanted, bought the roof rack, waited for it to arrive. It got here, and I installed it with my own 2 hands. Didn't need any help. Well, I guess the only help I needed was that I borrowed another set of pliers from my buddy across the street. This is his plier. It really came in handy. I wish I had it from the beginning. I would have been done with this project a whole hell of a lot faster. So, the final screw is in. We place that down. We apply the washer. And that little washer is going to be sliding around with us from the get-go. I really wish I could put it so you guys could see as I'm actually screwing it, but that's about as close as it's going to get. I mean, I could try to move the camera over here so that you guys could see it, but I mean, the only thing you're not seeing right now is the actual screwing of the screw. And I'd love to be able to show you that, so let's see if I can't turn the camera around some. Let's see. Nope, if I put the camera there, it's right there. So yeah, that's gonna be as good as it gets, guys. Soon enough, I'll find a camera that I can mount from my hat. But I mean, you can see it here. Look at that. Yeah, you can see it, and you'll be able to see the bolt going. So appreciate you guys who will watch. And I mean, that's the beauty of it. So what I'm doing, I'm putting this 1 wrench here to hold this bolt steady. I'm taking my secondary wrench and I'm just doing ye old turning of the bolt. And it's rudimentary. Sure, some guys have said, hey, why didn't you just go out and get a drill to do it, or you know, an electric screwdriver to do it? I want to be able to say that this is done by my own hand, because that's, to me, that's what van life is. Van life is a grouping of guys who do things on their own. They make things happen. And that's what I'm all about. I want to do things on my own. I want to do get as little help as possible. Now, I'll get help for fixing the van and doing repairs to the van, stuff like that, because I'm no mechanic. But when it comes to building the van, everything you see on this van now that I've done in the past, I did it with my own hand, of my own, you know, abilities. I went out, I worked for the money to buy it. I researched it. I ordered it. It was shipped to me. I opened it, and most of the times I opened it with you guys, or I set it up right with you guys watching me, and I installed it myself without any help. And so I'm proud of that. You know, is it a big fancy van? Hell no. Is it one of those high-tech, you know, hell no, we're not high-tech. Hopefully the camera's still running. You guys still there? Wow, and the camera survived. But as you can see, we're really not high-tech, but I'm proud of this van because it's mine, and I'm doing it on my own terms. I'm not asking permission. I'm not asking for handouts. I'm taking a hand up. And it's taken me some time, you know. It's not being done overnight, but I'm getting it done. And for that alone, I'm grateful, man, for the ability to be able to say, this is my van, and I'm making it on my terms. So for all of you guys who have been present throughout the whole journey, I'm grateful to you guys. You guys mean the world to me. I'm coming back up in a sec. And I'm just glad to be able to film. And I'm glad for the platform that YouTube gives to be able to show you guys real van life. None of the fake. I mean, I could edit these videos like I see a lot of channels do. I could, you know, hide out the cussing and the nose picking and all of that stuff, but it wouldn't be real to me. And I want you guys to see what van life is really about. Not the fake, not lies, not, you know, editing to make van life look beautiful. I think van life is beautiful in and of itself, all on its own. I don't think you have to lie about it or edit it, because to me, maybe editing is lies, making it look better than it really is. You're prepping it, because I think, you know, real life is chaotic. So that's what my channel's all about, giving you guys the real. And, you know, in the real, you make mistakes, you learn from it, you cuss, maybe you scream, maybe you cry, maybe you laugh, you do a lot of laughter. And in real life, there ought to be van beer. So, and we're gonna get into that. That's the part that's gonna make you guys watch this video to the end, because at the end of this, we're gonna pop that ice cold beer, and I'm gonna be standing here in front of my van, and I'm gonna show you how you can drink beer and still van life. And this was given to me as a blessing on New Year's Day 2018, New Year's Eve 2017, I should say, by a Las Vegas police officer. And I just approached him. I was smoking a stogie, and he was waiting for the ball to drop. He is a sergeant, actually. And we spoke, and I just told him, I said, hey, bud, I said, you know, I've got my van here, and I'm camping out in my van. And he goes, oh, that's so cool. He said he actually watches a lot of van life videos. And I told him, I said, but the biggest fear I have is this New Year's Eve, and I plan to get sloshed. And I asked him, I said, you know, what advice can you give me for being in my van and not catching a DUI? And he said, well, I'm going to give it to you straight from a sergeant. I mean, you know, several years on the force. And he said, what you want to do is this. And you're going to have to wait to the end of the video to hear the tail end of that. So you guys are going to have to suffer watching me screwing on this last screw of my journey to hear how you can avoid even the contemplation of a DUI if the cops roll up on you and you've been drinking in your van. So stay tuned. That's a little sweetener there for you. But yeah, this is real van life. And I hope you guys appreciate it, because I'm only doing this for you guys. You know, I don't even have 100 subscribers to my channel, so you know I'm not getting paid for this. So I feel like there's van life that you're getting the scripted, you know, Junior Hollywood League version, and then there's van life that you're getting the real version, you know, just real guys and gals who are out there living their life, not trying to make a buck off of YouTube, but see what YouTube used to be, and they're trying to reclaim it. And that's what I'm basically trying to do here. So we're slowly coming along. If you guys want to check my progress. Now, you see how much further along we are. Imagine doing that for each one of these little dads here. And that's how far along we've gone. Oh, there's somebody else who's going to be memorialized van life. Say hi. Ho ho! So we're coming along, we're getting there. But yeah, oh, so see, yeah, you guys can see what I'm doing now. You can see my progress. But yeah, that's van life. That's what van life for me is all about. And I appreciate you guys being on the journey. For those of you guys who are new, and this will be one of the first videos you see, van life was something new to me. Bob Wells inspired me to go to van life first, and then Rod on the Road, his channel, let me know that guys that look like me could do it too. If you guys are wondering why I'm so high up, I am up on a ladder, so as you guys already saw. And then I just immersed myself in van life, and I bought a van sight unseen with a buddy of mine going to check it out. I would never suggest anybody do that unless you're paying for a certified mechanic to do it. And I tried to do it with a friend. Oh, hey, we hit. Take a look, take a look, take a look, take a look, take a look. We hit pay dirt, so now we don't need the second wrench anymore. So this is going to be the tail end. Oh yeah. And basically doing here, oh no, we still may need the second wrench for a little bit. I've still got a lot of play there. You see that play? I thought I was there, but there's still a lot of play. So back to the story at hand. I was telling you guys about van life, and so I bought a van sight unseen. I bought a Chevy Astro van, like a 90s model Chevy Astro van. And I had my childhood best friend who used to be a mechanic, emphasis on used to be a mechanic. He checked it out. Now, he worked nights, and he did it while he was, you know, on short sleep, and I think if he was fully alert, he probably wouldn't have bought that van for me, but he did. I sent him the money, he bought the van, he did his job, and that van went through a hurricane. You guys remember the hurricane that just passed through South Florida? Well, that van barely survived that hurricane, and it basically was worse for wear. I didn't have any insurance on it or anything. It was just sitting on the side of my aunt's house waiting for me. So I want to show you guys what we have to do here as I continue to talk about that. So as you see, that's way too much loose play there. We So we're just gonna have to basically tighten it until you do like that, and that doesn't move. So that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, so that wound up being a disaster, and I wound up coming home in defeat. And but the van life bug was still a part of me. I still wanted to be a part of the van life community, and so I went on Craigslist again, and I saw an ad. And this ad, the guy had a lot of pictures. It wasn't like he was trying to hide anything. I talked with him about the van, and if you look in my past videos, you'll actually see me buying this van. And I had this van inspected by a professional inspector, so I know everything that's wrong with it. And slowly but surely, we've been fixing it, and we're coming to the tail end now as I'm turning the last screws on my roof rack. I might give it another couple taps here because it doesn't look like it's finally tight enough to go on its own. There we go. And so I bought the van from the guy, and check my previous videos, you'll see the process of me buying it. And I dubbed this van War Machine. And I love this little van. It's a great older model van. That's what we're looking for. You see that? That's what we're looking for. Oh. I'll rotate the device. That's exactly what we're looking for. That play, moving. I gotta do one last thing for this roof rack, but I'm gonna wait to do it until I actually am ready to take the next step. But you guys just watched. The Highland roof rack on War Machine is officially installed, and I couldn't be prouder of it, done by my own hand. So appreciate you guys watching. Now we're gonna get to how you can enjoy a beer in a van, and I'm going to take a sip and tell you how. So with every great project, it should be saluted. What better beer than a beer that was established in 1759? The Guinness brand, and this is straight from St. James Gate, Dublin, Ireland, a drought stout. And here's to finishing a project on my own terms. Ho-ho! Cheers, guys. So I'm going to tell you how I feel confident enough to be outside in front of my van lifing with a beer. Reason being is that as I spoke with that officer and he explained to me the best way to not catch a DUI and drink beer at your van and be drunk in your van is to basically ensure that you don't have access to your keys. Because if you have access to the keys for the vehicle that you're in and you're intoxicated or you are drinking beer, that is driving under the influence, even if you're not behind the wheel. You cannot have access to those keys. They cannot be in your possession. And so that's the beauty of this concept. Well, that's what he told me. So he said basically what you want to do is, if you know you're going out drinking, you want to put a spare key somewhere like behind your license plate. You want to tape it like behind your license plate, or up inside behind the wheel well, like inside of your wheel well, there, tape it to your wheel, someplace inconspicuous where you'll remember where it is. And you want to take a picture on your smartphone of where the keys are, and then you want to go off and you want to drink. When you come back, you're sloshed, you're gonna remember, hey, I remember where my keys are. You get your key, you unlock your door, you put the key back where it was, and you hang out in your van. As long, even if the FBI or the CIA come up there and they try to harass you about drink, even if you're drinking a beer and they pull up, you let them know, say, officer, there's no keys on me. They'll check you, they'll search you, there's no keys, that's no DWI. And that's why I'm able to sit here and enjoy this beer with no fear of reprisal. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope you guys have found something along my channel, along this long journey that I've taken, that can help you. If you're looking for a polished video without curse words and without nose picking and without mistakes and, without dead air, this ain't the channel for you. But if you're looking for a channel that's real, with a real dude with nappy hair and a busted old van That's going to give it to you real, to show you what van life really is like. And, you know, I'm not saying all van life is like this, but I am saying that this is real. Then find my channel, and I hope it helps you guys. And so that's about it. The roof rack is on. It's installed. I'm super excited. I'm proud of myself. I'm going to go take back my buddy his screwdrivers. And appreciate you guys for tuning in. And stay tuned. The next part of this process is I'm going to drill a hole through those 2 little weep holes right there, so I can keep that in place so that the roof rack doesn't rattle as I'm driving. And I'm also going to put foam. I'm going to try to get that durable foam, that foam that doesn't really degrade, and put that underneath both of the roof racks there so that it's not sliding. Glue it to the roof with some of that all-weather caulking, basically, so that it will dampen it as it's rolling down the street, like a shock absorber, as it were. And then I'm gonna start building my van shower. We're gonna go get some, for however long this dimension is, I gotta measure it. We're gonna go get that long ABS piping, 2 pipes of that with caps. We're gonna cap it. We're gonna make a nozzle on it. We're gonna make a receiver for a garden hose, and that garden hose is gonna basically be run. I'm thinking about drilling a hole here or somewhere like one of these so that it can go down straight through, probably on that side. That's kind of where the shower is gonna be, but I am still undecided, so we'll figure it out. I might just have it so that the garden hose runs through the door, but I mean, those doors seal pretty shut. But we'll see. Time will tell. But this is the first step to it. We got a roof rack now. I'm so excited. I want to just throw some lumber up there and go drive around the street. But these are the little things. This probably wouldn't even be a video for your average van lifer, but it is a video for me because I did it myself. I didn't ask anybody's permission. I didn't really even get suggestions. I guess I did. Lavelle of Lavelle and Paris's van life, novel culture. I asked his advice on a couple of things, gave it to me. But beyond that, this is my project 100%. And I'm proud as hell about it. But as you see, like here on this side, there's still a gap there. And maybe one day I'll go get some more washers and put in there just to fill the gap so there's not that space. So this isn't actually moving and bumping, which I think I probably will do on both of those. Because the other side, it went flush. Because that side went flush. These 3 sides, there's still that airplay. And I think I'll probably do that. But yeah. This is my van life show channel. And I hope you guys like it. Because, hey, check out this van that's coming here. Actually, that's a pickup truck. That guy's got a roof rack on his truck, and it's pretty cool. That's really dope. I've never seen anything like that on a roof, on a van roof, but this is my roof rack. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was inspiring. I hope my channel inspires you guys. Stay tuned. Hope more stuff to come. You're gonna see the ABS piping as it comes. You're gonna see the van shower, and we're getting all ready for our first long distance road trip on it. We're going all the way up to Canada, so stay tuned. Later shall be greater for the Future Van Lifers of America show. I am your humble host, Miami Mike 247, signing off for Guinness, for Highland roof racks. Nobody's paying me, but I use this stuff. Hope you guys are good. From Southern California, we say, take it easy. Van life forever. And I'm out.